So let's talk suburban gothic. Now, right from the bat, I have to say, if you're a fan of things like Twin Peaks, then you may like this movie because it does have a definite Twin Peaks feel, or a kind of John Walters feel, who actually has a cameo in this movie as well. So this is the story of a young man, basically, who is a bit of an oddball, bit of an outcast, and he basically has to move back home with his parents after a sort of spat of bad luck, not being able to find a job. And, he moves back into his parents, and strange things start to happen, basically. Now, this guy, when he was younger, was sort of subject to paranormal phenomenon. But in his adult life, he's kind of, not really had it. Now, he kind of meets this kind of sassy young barmaid played by Dennings. And together they kind of uncover this mystery about this sort of strange ghost that seems to be haunting the house and kind of the local residents and such. And basically it's kind of a Scooby-Doo-esque mystery to find out what's going on and what is the reason for the haunting and stuff. So it's really a horror comedy, but I have to say it's kind of light on both horror and comedy. So I guess the positives of this film, it's kind of one of these films that are pretty much non-offensive. It's kind of one of these films that you sort of play in the background, and it won't ever kind of piss you off. It's kind of mildly diverting at the kind of best, and there are some kind of quite funny kind of lines here and there. The movie is never laugh out loud hilarious, but some of the kind of the dialogue, it's kind of funny without kind of being rip-roaring laughter and anything like that, basically. I also quite liked the main character here. He was kind of fun, a little bit kind of kooky. I haven't seen much of this actor before, to be honest with you. I have to say, I wasn't so keen on Dennings on this film. I thought she's kind of fairly generic in this film, the sort of the sassy sort of barmaid that we've seen so many times. The effects as well. There were some sort of interesting. The effects are a mixed bunch. They're mainly kind of sort of CGI digital effects. And there's a couple of instances where they kind of, without kind of spoiling it, but there's images of a particular ghost in certain scenes which that are quite unique looking, I would say. But other scenes you kind of just see like a black smoke, and it kind of looks very sort of digital, if you know what I mean. But the main issues with this film is that it's fairly directionless. It really doesn't go anywhere. This film doesn't seem to be about anything. And like I said, whilst the humour is mildly diverting, it's never really that funny. The main comedy, basically between the main character and his dad, I would say, played by Ray Wise, they're the kind of the best lines here. But it's never rip-roaringly funny. The horror as well, like I said, not really a horror film. There's nothing really horrific about it. The ghostly effects are sometimes interesting, but for the majority of the time, it's just kind of, it looks like TV, like something you'd see of kind of Charmed or Buffy or something along the lines of that. And I have to say, this is going to be my point with this film. This looks like a pilot to a TV show. Now, without giving away the ending, the way this movie ends, it literally feels like it's a pilot to a TV show. And I wonder if that was the case, considering the majority of talent on screen here are kind of TV actors. So I do have to wonder if this was kind of a movie that was intended to be an ongoing TV series. If you watch this movie and you see the end, you'll see exactly what I mean there. Suffice to say, it's okay, but if it was a TV pilot, I can kind of understand why it never got picked up, because at the best of times it's kind of meh. It's okay. You'd probably watch it for a few episodes, but kind of like drop off and get bored, and it's blatantly something that would have got cancelled. So, like I said, there's nothing terribly bad about this movie, but it's nothing. I can't really recommend it on the strength of anything other than the fact that it's just kind of an inoffensive, very kind of light horror comedy. So I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 10. Have you seen it? What did you think of it? Leave me a comment and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.